You'll want to download either the horizontal template or the vertical template depending on the shape of your image. So my image that I am going to place in here, and I'm going to choose Place Embedded, is a giraffe, and it's a horizontal image, so I'm choosing the horizontal template. And I'm going to go ahead and move that layer to the top, and I'm going to resize it. And I want to resize it so that the actual image of the giraffe fits in that space without having a whole lot of overlap. Okay, so then I'm going to go here and I'm going to select just this black area, and then if I turn that back on, I can see whether that fits or not. So I know that I need to move the giraffe down just a little bit. So I'm going to deselect and move down, and then I'm going to select here one more time, the black area, and I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to select Inverse, and I'm going to go to the giraffe layer, and I'm going to, I have to make sure it's not a smart, so I need to rasterize the layer. Now I'm going to delete the part of the image that does not show up in that box, just like that. Okay, so that's going to fit one. Now I can duplicate that layer and use the arrows on my keyboard to move it down, and then I can select both of those and duplicate and move over, and one more time, duplicate and move over to the last ones, and then you have your image in your correct area. I would then suggest that you go ahead and select all of the images, and you can either merge the layers or combine them into a folder, which you then want to lock so that you don't accidentally draw on it. You will create a new layer for each part that you draw. So that's 6 new layers. Make sure you name them so that you know what they are. If you are Graphic Design 2, you'll place Embedded, and you will have to use each one and get those to fit the area as best as possible. You will, just like before, select Inverse, make sure you have that layer rasterized, and then you can delete the outside of it. And because you're not duplicating layers, you will just carefully choose which one is going to be best for each one. And that one I probably want to move up a little bit, but you get the picture here. That'll work. And I will rasterize again, select Inverse, and delete outside. Just make sure you're on the right layer when you delete outside, and then you can continue on. Make sure that your color one has plenty of color. Make sure your lines have good lines to draw. Make sure that your value and form also has good shading and shadow so that you can add that.